Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Face to Face Gaming.
Number 12.
It is number 12.
Yeah, you've already forgotten.
I did, even though we just discussed that. We are recording this on Sunday, December 8th. 8th. Okay, we're
right
good at
off
this.
the rails. No, we're doing this for sure.
All right.
I love this
Fuck it, we
intro.
can fix it in post.
No, we can't.
No, we can't.
It's gonna
Fuck
be
it
great.
all.
Anyway,
Yep.
we're here to talk about video games, because that's what we do.
Apparently.
Well, sometimes.
Anyway.
Every other week, roughly.
Yeah, give or take. Anyway,
At least as far as on film.
so what you
Yeah.
been playing?
A couple games. I finally wrapped Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, otherwise known as Pirates with Daggers and Stabby.
Also,
As opposed to pirates without daggers? I don't think pirates usually exist without some sort of stabbing device.
Sometimes they have, flintlocks or muskets,
Aren't they in there too?
and carbines.
blunderbusses.
AK-47s if you're talking modern pirates.
Oh, let's
Somalia.
avoid that. Anyway, yeah, it's good. It is actually not a terrible Assassin's Creed game, which is nice considering they've been slowly going downhill ever since Brotherhood. They managed to finally fix most of the things that were wrong with the series. Not everything, and they simplified quite a lot in terms of the combat and the traversal and the collectibles. But on a whole, it's really fun because you're a pirate.
Yeah.
They basically took all the really good parts of Assassin's Creed 3, which was kind of the naval combat and some of the traversal mechanics, like trees, for example. Running
Yeah.
through trees is fun. And took out all the boring crap and bad crap, like a main protagonist who is a flat, annoying, laconic, jaded, not fun to play Native American / half English guy, and replaced him with a full English guy who's a pirate.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's better with pirates.
Everything is always better with pirates. That's
Doesn't it
proven.
kind of fuck it up that he's kind of a ninja and now he's a pirate ninja? Doesn't that just break the universe?
Actually,
totally.
not only does it break the universe, they basically work that away with like 2 lines of dialogue. Because he's not even technically an assassin in this one.
He's just a pirate that wears a hood.
Yeah, basically he is impersonating an assassin. He works with the assassins, but he's not an assassin. However, he can do everything they can.
Who'd have thunk it?
Yeah, so they managed to explain his ability to, free roam and climb and parkour.
And jump off a 30-story building and stab somebody in the neck without dying.
Yeah, with the simple line of, this is how you tell a true seaman, every finger's a fishhook. Never mentioned again.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know if I don't understand that. I don't think I want to understand that.
It means they're good for climbing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, regardless,
Anyway.
I don't want to know.
It's a good game. But the few complaints I do have is that they kind of dumbed down the combat system a little too much.
Oh, okay.
Both in terms of the mechanics and just the variety of weapon selection. I don't know. Do you remember back when we were playing, or I was playing, I think it was Brotherhood, and all we were doing was walk around with like a 2-handed axe and throwing it at people?
Yes.
Yeah. That was probably the highlight of my time in Assassin's Creed, because that's just hilarious.
Well, wasn't the combat mechanics always block, parry, giver, block, parry, giver? Like,
Yeah, but you can basically play Assassin's Creed with 2 buttons now. Before, it was kind of... there was more variety in weapons. I mean, you could go kind of offensive heavy, defensive heavy. You could kind of mix it up inside that, as well as bringing in tools like smoke bombs or throwing knives or what have you to combo into.
right.
Now you've got cutlasses and some flintlocks. That's about it. You can run around, bare fist or with your hitting blades, but still more or less the same thing.
Oh, okay.
And all it is counter, kill, counter, kill, counter, kill.
So same
Shoot
thing,
guy.
but a little bit more simplified.
Yeah, almost to the point where it's no longer... Basically, after about 2 hours, when you've kind of got the hang of the systems, if you don't already,
Yeah.
it no longer becomes... The challenge is no longer trying not to die in combat. It's trying to it became similar to the free running in that it's more about trying to create the perfect kill streak or the longest kill streak, or just be as kind of seamless and flowing as possible, rather than
So, like, stab guy, get his buddy to shoot him, shoot another guy.
yeah. It's like for instance, when you board a ship. And you swing over, it's no longer about, trying to clear the deck without being killed. It's trying to clear the deck as fast as humanly possible.
Right. So it's style points, really.
Yeah, that is very much a game about style rather than,
Mechanics.
well, not mechanics, difficulty.
Okay.
The challenge of the combat in that game is not the act of surviving the encounter, it's the act of completing the encounter.
As flashy as possible.
Yeah, basically.
Which, I mean, I'm all for that. That's
Honestly,
it's a beautiful game.
if it lets you, swing on a rope over to a ship, double air assassinate 2 guys, use one guy as a human shield when the captain tries to shoot you, shoot the captain, then kick a guy over the railing into the water, all in about 5 or 6 seconds, I'm okay with this combat being a bit simpler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right.
Is the story any good?
Actually, yeah. It suffers less of the problems of the previous Assassin's Creed game where they went way overboard on the sci-fi future alien / ancient alien race coupled
Yeah, I
with...
remember that.
Yeah, it kind of spoilers, I guess, if you haven't played the series, but if you're playing the series for the story...
That was from number 2, and that was how long ago?
I think Revelations, I think, is where that kind of really kicked off. I mean,
yeah.
they
mentioned it in 2.
Yeah, they'd been doing the modern day stuff with Desmond more and more, and that kind of reached a head in 3, where probably 20 or 30% of that game was actually quote unquote real world.
Yeah.
And that was never the strongest part, I thought. Even if you liked the Desmond character, the modern day stuff just wasn't nearly as interesting as running around, Renaissance Italy with Leonardo da Vinci and wrist blades stabbing fools
Everyone.
in hats.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna have to. Eventually, it's gonna, peak, and it's gonna be a modern day. You jumping off like the Empire State
I think
Building
that's called
and stuff.
Watch Dogs.
Yeah, no kidding. Which I'm okay with.
Yeah, no, it's kind of what I wish they'd done with this game, because in a lot of ways, all the Assassin's Creed bits of this game are the worst parts of the game.
Yeah.
If they'd actually removed all the trappings of the Assassin's Creed and made it just a straight up pirate game, like a new IP, I don't know if it would have sold as well, and it might be why they didn't. But there was a lot of really cool ideas they could have ran with that would have possibly interfered with this Assassin's Creed game, but would have been really cool in a pirate game.
Right.
That being said, it's still easily the best Assassin's Creed game I've played, probably since, the introduction of Ezio.
Yeah.
He's certainly they kind of shot themselves in the foot with Ezio because he was kind of, they hit the nail right on the head with the character creation.
Yeah, they did.
He was debonair, he was roguish, he was, a ladies' man, charming, funny, witty.
And really good at stabbing people in the
And
face.
really good at stabbing people in the face. And even as he got kind of older in the series, when he was like in his, 50s or whatever, he was still a really interesting character to play. And then, unfortunately, they coupled that with Desmond, who is
Cardboard.
a cardboard brick. He is dull and uninteresting and, spoilers, dies. Yes. And then Connor Kenway, who you are playing the grandfather of in this.
The pirate guy.
The pirate guy, yeah. Who was not a great character because he was boring. Also, that game was kind of boring. And anyway, yeah, naval combat. Shooting peoples with cannons. It's good. Everything about that game is good.
I have been thinking about getting it.
If you're looking to sink, this is probably one of the games I'm not sure if I've ever 100%ed an Assassin's Creed game, but I've 90%ed this one. It was that fun. Even
Wow.
just collectibles.
The fact that you completed the game to begin with is phenomenal.
I'm getting better at that.
Yeah.
I'm getting better at that. Of course, other than that, you and I have been playing some Risk of Rain.
Those have been absolute clusterfucks.
Yeah.
Absolute clusterfucks.
We've
I can't wait to join you.
This is a game we've been talking about a fair bit over the past couple of weeks, but specifically what's new now is that we've been playing some co-op, online co-op technically, and that game is not necessarily balanced for it.
No, because you can get like really, really, really ridiculously powerful. Especially if, let's say, you just say, all right, you can have all the drones as long as I get everything else. And then you have this giant, massive drones that literally you don't have to shoot anymore.
Yep.
They just kill everything.
In case in point, your screenshot that you sent on Twitter.
Yeah, I'll talk a bit more about the co-op in a second, but even on Monsoon, you can snowball to such a degree that I literally walked away from the computer for 8 hours, standing in one spot.
With a hair elastic on the trigger.
Yeah. I wasn't even doing that. It was literally just the passives, the thorn damage,
and the cloud of drones.
and the cloud of drones that somehow glitched in such a way that it just kept growing.
It's replicating.
It literally was. So yeah, I just sat there for, I think, 200 minutes in game, or about 9 or 10 hours real time, because the screen got clogged to such a degree that even on my high-end gaming PC, I was getting about 4 frames per second.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's so
I had-
so awesome.
Oh, Christ, couple hundred items.
Did you actually kill the boss?
I did.
Okay.
Again,
So very slowly.
very, very slowly. It was the kind of thing where I got bored halfway through, put the hair elastic back on the trigger, went outside and had a cigarette.
That's funny.
So, yeah, Risk of Rain is a really good game. However, as mentioned, it does suffer a problem of kind of falling into a pattern of effective invincibility.
Well, it reaches a peak of difficulty, and
Yeah.
then if you can survive that, you're a god.
Yeah, because even once you've hit the max difficulty, the enemies don't get harder, but you yourself can keep growing stronger. So you can actually,
You can farm.
yeah, effectively. So yeah, that's fun.
It was fun.
And the co-op is actually, I would suggest if you're not terrible at the game, you play on Monsoon, because we did have the first, 20 minutes or so was actually pretty challenging. We actually died a couple times.
Yeah.
That being said, it can get out of control. But yeah,
Well, after that, once we both survived, it was just like, well,
now what?
Yeah,
Let's go around again!
the only bad thing about how that turned out is that the reason he started farming is because my game crashed and I
Right.
couldn't
Yeah.
get back in,
Yeah.
which sucks.
A little bit.
Because I'm sure we could have just kept looping and looping and looping.
Yeah, easily.
And looping.
Yeah. Because you're just that powerful.
Yeah.
That being said, being that powerful is not unfun.
No, it's not.
No,
I would assume as much. I would assume it's just a grand time.
a little bit. Anyway,
I'll
yeah.
find out soon.
Yeah,
Yes.
you should really play that. We
I
should
own
play
it
all
now.
that. Yeah, when 4-player, we
Yeah.
should all play it.
We'll definitely do it.
Yeah. So, that's what I've been playing, more or less.
Which brings me to the way I got Risk of Rain.
Hey!
So, lately, over the course of the last couple weeks, Berkeley and I, from previous podcasts, we,
Burv and on the Twitters.
yes, burv.ca, if you will, we went and we did a little bit of Foley work in a in a parking lot with a shopping cart for Teenage Midnight Shopping Cart Joyride Turbo, which is a fucking mouthful. It's fun. Okay, so anyway, we got all the sound effects. He put it into this cool game where it's just a little Flash game that Unity game that he made for a game jam. And you were essentially a teenager in a parking lot who happened to come across this shopping cart. And you're a delinquent. You're like, screw the world, whatever.
A teenager.
A teenager. You are a teenager. And
Note to teenagers, please don't,
Yeah.
egg our houses or something.
yeah, please, no.
They'd egg the front. What do we care?
You're very right. I mean,
Don't
we
egg
live
my-
upstairs at our house, yes.
Don't egg my house. Anyway, so you go around and you do sweet jumps and you smash cars and you go rob a convenience store and,
Okay, that's a bit of an escalation.
Well,
when I say
we've
rob,
moved away from just teenagers, I think, to, I don't know, criminals.
Underage drinking, TP in a house, murdering people.
Yeah.
no, that's DLC. Anyway, so it's physics-based and you worked hard on getting the shopping cart physics just right, that you can fall over pretty much at a drop of a hat. It's fantastic. And as you do achievements, be it do a sweet jump, hit a car, etc., I'm not going to say the rest because they're all for you to find out, it shows you your award, and then it gives you a physical trophy that drops into your shopping cart. And you need to keep all these in your shopping cart in order to have it at the end of the round.
Oh, fuck.
And let me just say that falling over is really, really easy. And it's it's so entertaining to see how much shit you can put in your shopping cart and try to maintain it without absolutely exploding.
Try it in real life.
Try it in real life. It's fun. Except don't rob a store. Please don't. That's illegal. Don't do that. I'm talking to
Unless you can get away
I'm
with
pretty
it.
sure that if you take a shopping cart and vandalize cars, that's illegal too.
Yeah, actually, pretty much all of it's pretty much illegal. But
Technically,
Except
take
for
it-
putting trophies in a shopping cart. You're fair. Go ahead.
If
Yes.
you own the trophies, at least.
well, of course. Anyway, so yeah, it's a lot of fun. You can play it on his website, like I said, burb.ca. Try it out; it's fun, and it's ridiculous. Actually, I sent it to a buddy of mine at work, and because I told Berkeley to speed up the game because it needed to be as ridiculous as possible. If you want to, crash into something, it's got to be with velocity. Things need to go flying out of your cart. It needs to be ridiculous, and you fall over really quickly. So I told him to do that, but he didn't compensate the map area of the world, and there's a ramp, and the idea is that you ramp into these boxes, and yeah, sweet air, it's awesome. But now you can go fast enough that you can exit the level. And my buddy did that, and he's like, I fell into the void. You could just see the map just like slowly drifting away. So Berkeley and I were talking about it, like, how do we do this? And he came up with two ideas. Either, put a invisible wall around the level, or give you a trophy for it. And of course now there's a trophy for it.
It's not a
You could,
glitch.
You could
Yeah, exactly.
set up a little area underneath that's separate. That's like hell. So when you fly off, you could land in a fiery pit of death, and maybe it'll kill you.
World
DLC.
2.
World 2.
DLC. You'll probably be mad that I said all that, but anyway, I love you, Berkeley. Anyway, as far as other games are concerned, I played a crapload of Europa Universalis 4.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got it. I totally got it. And both times that I decided to play it for an evening, it ended up being like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
And yeah, that game is really addicting. I don't know why, but for some reason, grand strategies just latch onto me, and they just do not let go.
Oh yeah, I've been playing some Rome Total War 2.
Oh,
Rome
really?
2 Total War. Yeah, anyway, sorry.
That is another grand strategy.
It's more Civ-like than
Yeah,
Crusaders King, but anyway.
yeah. I don't know what really got me with this one, because the game is
I
very...
always like these games.
Well, yeah, I guess since Vic 2, that's when I started really liking it. And then Crusader Kings, and then...
Crusaders King 2.
Well, Crusader Kings 2, and I haven't played the first one.
Those games drive me mental. Because, like in Crusader Kings, I sat down, it's like, alright, I'm going to do some stuff. And then I had conquered most of the, like, eastern coast of Africa. Mm-hmm. And it was like, it took me like 8 hours. I started playing like one Sunday morning.
Yeah.
And then at like Sunday evening, I was like, oh, sweet, I conquered Africa. Now, maybe I can go to some grocery... No, I should go to bed. You do so much to accomplish so little.
Yeah.
How like life.
Oh,
How
true.
like life.
Well, and that's the thing, too, because I looked at the map, and I was like, okay, with all these games, I typically start as the same place. I start in typically England or the Isles, somewhere in that range. I play as either England, Scotland, or one of the Irish...
Wales! Let's play as
You
Wales.
could play as Wales.
The Welsh.
Yeah. Anyway, I could have played as that, but I was like, you know what? Every single time I play one of these goddamn games, I always pick this group. I want to do something different.
Because you identify with them.
Yeah, because I am.
Ridiculously English.
Not really. I'm half French. You suck. Anyway, so I decided to do something different, and I played as Brunei.
Brunei? Really?
The
Yeah.
Sultan of Brunei?
Yes.
Same guy. Well, maybe his great-great-grandfather.
Yeah.
Great-great-great-great-grandfather.
Many, many, many greats, because it started in like 1400s or something. Anyway, so I tried playing. It's, one, Far East, which is something that I typically never do in those games. Two, it's a Muslim country. It's surrounded by Buddhism, Taoism, Shinto.
Isms.
A lot of these games, you typically need to get into some sort of marriage so that you can do royal marriages, so you can either extend your bloodline or have alliances, or it helps you out a big time. And I've got no one. Or rather, I've got 2 people and they all hate me. So it's like, well...
Yeah, but what about the game? I mean, Brennan and I.
Oh, I know. The game's pretty okay, too, but they also hate me. And that is going to be the shot for this one, too.
It's always the shot.
High fives are great. Anyway, but where I'm at in the game right now, I am now 9th in the world.
Okay.
It's
Out of...
the world.
all of them.
It's a whole, like, Europa Universalis covers the whole planet, does it
Yes,
not?
yes,
Yeah.
it does. And, I mean, planets. Countries have disappeared.
None of that name is right then, because it's not Europe, and it's not the universe.
It is 4, though.
Okay.
Anyway.
I'll give you that.
So, well, that's the thing, too. Early on in the game, when your people haven't discovered the rest of the world, the map is closed in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so, for example, I knew of India, I knew of Japan, China, Ming, a little bit of the hordes that were up there, and that's it. That is it. And it's like, all of a sudden, one day, I knew all of Europe. I'm like, what the hell? Like, oh, Portugal moved in. Ooh, this is going to get interesting. And it did with the Holy War.
Yeah.
The best kind of war.
Yeah. But anyway, like I said, I'm 9th now. I've westernized because the tech trees are set up in different regions. Western being apparently the hot shit, which, I don't know. I think that's debatable, but...
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, China was doing pretty good at that time.
China was doing good.
Wait, 1400s? When the heck did the Mongol horde move in?
15s? 16s? Somewhere in there.
12s or 13s, I think.
I think that's when
say
it
the Ming
started.
Dynasty?
It was Ming Dynasty, yeah.
I don't know. Crusade was on at the same time. I don't remember which one, though.
There was a couple.
Yeah.
There was stuff. Anyway, doesn't matter. The point is, I am now controlling places in Africa. I own Australia, New Zealand, the West Coast. It's pretty interesting.
The west coast of North America?
Yes.
Okay, that's
All the way from San Jose up to Anchorage.
Jesus.
Just a strip.
Yep. Oh, and that's the thing, too, because the dates are set from, I think it goes up to 1830 or something like that, which is where Vic picks up. You can't colonize. You can't colonize Saskatchewan, the Great Basin. You can't do anything in the middle of North America.
Really?
Nobody's there yet.
Well, fuck, it's minus 40 outside. Like, no joke, right now it's minus 40 outside. It's fucking cold.
A little bit.
So, that's why people would die, because the technology didn't exist.
I think
First.
the natives would
Well, okay,
probably
yeah.
like to argue
Europeans.
that point.
Okay, sorry. The Europeans wouldn't
I
survive.
think the Norwegians and the Swedish and the Icelandic people would
Jesus
like to argue.
Christ, okay, fine. But the
Or
point...
the Russians.
Yeah, Siberia. Yeah, there's that. Okay, well,
Or
either
the
way,
Northern Chinese.
balance. The game is balanced in such a way that you can't go there.
Or the people down at the bottom of Argentina.
I'm just gonna look at my phone. Fuck this.
Okay, who the hell else is there?
Northern China isn't exactly warm. I was there. It's kind of cold.
Yeah, it's roughly the same latitude as here. And again,
Nepal.
Nepal,
Thailand.
yeah, Himalayas.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't remember what the heck's... Oh, wait. What's on the southern tip of Africa?
South Africa?
Oh, right. Except that's pretty warm still, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
What's on this? Yeah.
Well,
Anyway.
Southern New Zealand.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. If I'm gonna shove my foot further down my throat. Anyway, the point is that it's set up that way, and I've got lots of stuff. And it's a fun game, and I really enjoy it, but you have to be really into strategies.
Okay, does it suffer the same problem that Civ does late game, where basically each turn takes like 20 bloody minutes because you have to move each unit individually?
That's the thing.
Yeah.
There are no turns.
Oh,
But
strictly real time?
it's strictly real time. You can pause it if you're playing single player. But you can speed it up, slow it down, and think like SimCity style, like a range of speeds and paused. But that being said, just because it's real time doesn't necessarily mean that you can walk away from this game. And Brennan can back me up on this. It's like, okay, well, I'll just do one more thing. Oh, this popped up, and then your train of thought keeps going, and you get totally sucked in, and all of a sudden it's 3 in the goddamn morning on a fucking Wednesday.
Which is a lot more trouble for me than it is for you.
Yeah, that's true. You have to, like, actually be conscious and doing stuff where it's like, well, fuck, I'll just chuck a few coffees.
Yeah. Well, you also don't work until later than I do.
Yeah, well, that's also because I'm lazy. Very lazy. Also been playing a lot of XCOM Enemy Within.
I hear that's okay.
It's pretty okay. The new maps are really cool. I like them a lot. The new techs are interesting.
You mean the ones where you amputate one of your soldiers and shove robot parts on?
I haven't actually done that particular one. I've always gone with the genetics lab.
Making robo soldiers seems like it'd be a good thing.
Well, they both have pros and cons. When you do the robo soldiers and you make these giant mech suits, which is fucking badass, just for the record.
Rocket punch.
Yes, exactly. The thing is that they can no longer use cover. In fact, you can get a perk which makes them cover. So, yeah, I tend to go with guys that are more sneaky and stealthy, hiding behind stuff, being invisible, that kind of thing. And with there's one particular mod which makes them heal up to their base health without armor every turn.
That could be useful.
It's really fucking useful. Well,
especially in Iron Man mode.
Oh yeah, which I'm playing, classic Iron Man, for the record. But also, the thing is, if you get shot for 9 damage, it doesn't really matter if your bones regenerate or not. Yeah, that's how John died.
Oh, poor John.
Did you read my thing on All of Us?
How we all died?
How we all died?
You told me about it, didn't you?
I don't know.
It's on the website.
Yeah, it's on the website.
I'm pretty sure you told me about that.
I remember how I died. I died, though.
You were the first to go. And
I always am. Kill the Asian.
You're token. So what happened was, you were like 2 squares away from a door in Overwatch. An alien busts through, a sectoid, not even like a muton or anything, a sectoid, smash through the door. You take your gun and fire, which is essentially at the wall here, and miss. The guy, yeah, exactly. The guy goes like 3 steps to your left and one-shots you. I was like, oh,
damn you,
hell.
Random number generator.
I can't remember who was the most badass. I think it was either Lyndon or... Well, I was okay, but John was pretty good too. But yeah, Lyndon had this magnificent pink armor, and he was a sniper, and he was actually pretty badass. He had lots of kills. Maya was fucking awesome too. Actually, yeah, Maya, I was really sad when I lost Maya, because she was a heavy, and she had excellent aim, and it was just like, no matter what, just laying down fire and just smashing everybody. It was great. But everybody died, and Vancouver got exploded, and...
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, and then Canada was mad at me, and then everybody was mad at me, and then I quit. And now I'm on my second run, which is going significantly better.
Am I still alive?
No, I didn't do that on this run.
Oh, you suck. Why don't you make me?
Okay, I'll make you.
Thank you.
I will make you a rookie.
Okay, I'll probably die horribly.
Yes, you will. And it will be fantastic to watch. Maybe I'll live stream it.
The death of Brennan.
Mm-hmm. And then finally, Broforce. We all played Broforce.
We did play some Broforce.
And there's a video on our website, which I'll link us to.
There is.
And it's so good. That game is so, so good.
That game is kind of weird.
It's weird, and it's funny, and it's fast.
Hells yes.
And, just go with it. Like, you just run through the levels, smashing explosions. Maybe you live, maybe you die. Meh, who cares? It's a lot of fun either way. And as I was telling these guys earlier on the podcast, there's a new drinking game where whoever doesn't make it to the helicopter at the end has to take a shot. And I foresee some people getting hurt on that one.
Yeah.
I foresee legitimately sabotaging the game.
Mm-hmm. but it's so good.
Thompson, I see you're just about at the flag. I'm just gonna go all commando
It
rocket
would.
gun at you.
Sure be a shame if those propane tanks next to you exploded.
Oh man, just thinking about that game makes me laugh. I love that game so much.
It'll be interesting to see how where it goes.
Yeah,
because it is
consider
only in beta.
it's in beta.
Is it online? Or is
No.
it just local?
It's just local.
Aw.
Right now,
Well,
it's in beta. It could be there. Free lives, please. Please. You should. You really should. What we were just talking about with Risk of Rain, you really should. It would be great. Do it. Do it. And
Anyway.
that's about all I can think of.
I know you haven't been playing much, but what do
I
you
don't
got?
play anything right now. I spent most of the week,
Outside.
No, not even that. Work made me a bag of crap. So I was just like watching movies and TV and stuff.
So when you say work making you a bag of crap, were you outside?
For some of it, yes.
That'd be why.
Yeah. And then we have to the next time this rolls around, we'll have just framed a house. So I'm going to be a miserable person.
Oh, jeez. I really
Or
do
so
feel your
than
pain.
usual.
I do feel your pain. That's fucking really shitty.
Oh, whatever. We get like a week and a half off for Christmas. So.
Yeah, that's fine.
Fair enough.
And like I said before, when I said it was minus 40, we're not joking. It's seriously minus 40.
I think right now without the wind chill, it's minus 27.
Well, yeah, but that wind is really cold. Weather app?
Do we have a weather?
I am checking the weather because this is
Right on the front
entertaining.
page of my-
Minus 30.
Minus 30?
Minus 30 without the wind.
And according to this... Oh, fuck it, whatever. Doesn't matter.
It's fucking cold.
It's
Don't-
really...
Don't come to Saskatchewan anytime between the months of December and February.
Yeah.
Like, just avoid it for those 3 months entirely.
It's not that great in October through November and then up until like,
October's okay until about the 20th.
yeah.
And then it's pretty much shitty from then till about...
April.
Yeah, April.
Then it rains.
Then it rains.
Then it rains.
And then it's like everything's gross for a while.
And then it's like mentally warm.
Yeah, actually, that's what happened for the last couple of years. It's just been like cold, winter, summer. Like,
Yeah.
Just we should probably stop talking about the weather.
who cares? It's funny.
Only if you live here.
Well, we're bitching and we're entertaining
This
the
is
people.
called catharsis, asshole.
Yeah, fucking guy.
That's the name of my Daft Punk cover band?
Catharsis
No.
asshole. Beautiful.
Anyway, honestly, I did play Risk of Rain with you, and I took part in Broforce. Mm-hmm. I've made a few attempts at playing Dark Souls, but inevitably want to murder something and quit before I destroy some form of electronics in my room.
Good call.
Yeah, you get over that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
do.
you don't.
Yeah. And then, a little bit of leak here and there. Nothing. Hasn't been anything new. I've been looking at other stuff to buy.
Yeah.
Like, I've been looking at buying Assassin's Creed,
It's good.
and it came up. I don't know why I want to buy it, because I own a physical PlayStation copy of Final Fantasy VIII, but it came up on Steam for like $12.
Because it's on Steam.
I've heard you do not want to do that.
No?
I've heard that the audio is all minified, and it's all like...
I'm pretty sure the original audio was all minified.
I heard it was better. I mean, fuck, don't take my word for it. Take, like, on all accounts, anything Final Fantasy, I'm just going off what other people say. But I hear that the music is worse.
Fair enough. All I can tell you is I played Final Fantasy VII on my PC 12 goddamn years ago.
Back when they originally released it?
4 discs.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
I still have hard copies of
Yep.
for the PlayStation of 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 we have, and 13, don't we?
Yep.
You didn't
I
play
have-
11?
I did.
Yeah,
That was online.
I know.
On the PC.
Yeah, I played 11.
But it was on the PS2, too? Yeah.
Yeah, it was. But I didn't
But that was
computer.
weird.
And I
Yeah.
played the new one.
Yeah.
I don't own X2.
Lightning Returns.
No, that's...
Oh, wait. No, that's 13 too.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Numbers.
I don't care.
But otherwise, yeah,
I don't care.
honestly, I haven't played a whole lot. I'm working on remedying that, but it honestly probably won't happen until I'm off work.
Yeah.
I understand.
Once vacation time kicks in.
All I can think of is just how sweet it would be just to, like, throw it all away, like, fuck work, and then just crank out reviews and content and whatever. That's all I can think about. All I think about all the time.
Yeah, maybe later.
Yeah, we're working on that. Money.
Money. Stupid money.
Give us money.
With money, we could buy consoles. Mm-hmm. Like an Xbox One or PS4.
That's
Which just
better.
came out.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
did. Yeah, they did.
They did. This is me attempting to segue, if it wasn't obvious.
You're doing pretty good, actually.
Continue.
I was thinking about, but we actually haven't discussed the new console releases at all.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
And, we technically are supposed to talk about video games, and it seems like kind of important things.
Yeah.
Well, we all own
We are
PCs.
predominantly
Yeah.
PC focused, I'll admit, but we do dabble.
We dabble. Yeah.
I have a Wii U, that counts, right?
Well, sort of. Depends on who you talk to.
Yeah.
Reggie Fils-Aimé would say.
Oh, Reggie, my body is ready. Never mind.
Old joke, but it keeps going. Anyway.
Yeah. Do you guys have any particular thoughts about them? Do you plan on getting one eventually?
Fuck no.
Really?
Really?
Well, that's... Okay, next topic.
Well, no. I mean, I'll explain it. It's just, there's nothing there that really draws me.
Like, yet or ever?
Currently?
Well, currently, no.
I mean, exclusives are interesting. Titanfall would be cool
Well, that's coming to PC.
eventually, and that's one of the things
Same
that...
with Grand Theft Auto coming to PC.
Yeah,
Exactly.
probably another 10 months.
Yeah. So the games that I'm interested in are either available on PC or will be available on PC, or I'm not willing to shell out the money for it.
No, that's fair.
And it's another thing. I usually don't even look at the new next-gen consoles until the price goes down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing too. They're fucking expensive right now.
Yeah.
And I mean, rightly so.
ish.
Rightly so. I mean, they just came out. That's
Like I can't warrant throwing another $500 at something that I won't play all the time. Like, I have a computer, and 90% of everything I ever do for entertainment is on that computer.
yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. And if you want to do anything other than entertainment, then you also have your computer. If you want to make a document or make a picture or make music or, I don't know, look at porn, there's lots of stuff you can do with your computer. And the thing that really gets me is the fact that you're stuck with these interfaces. These interfaces that you have to pay for, really.
Can't
like,
modify them.
yeah, like the subscription services to have these, like Xbox Live and the PSN. I'm not.
PS Plus, yeah.
Yeah, PS Plus now, I guess. I'm just not interested in that. I don't care. And I mean, it's nothing that I want to say, I don't want to shoot them down because that's my opinion. I know lots of other people do.
It's not because we're PC elitists or anything.
No, not. I mean, I play console games. When did I switch over? A couple of years ago? Like, that's it. Like, from when I started gaming, well, fuck, that was like 2. But I played PC games until I was probably 8 and then couldn't afford to upgrade or anything. So we started getting more consoles and consoles and consoles, and I played consoles. That was my thing. But once I could get a PC that was awesome enough and that could maintain, because there's all these awesome games that are coming out and all these cool indie games coming out, and they all run because everything is what's the word? Made for a console like a 360 or a PS2. My computer runs everything.
Well, and plus it does help that now...
Although if it's made for PS2, we might have issues.
Oh, PS3.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
now that there is very easy access to controllers for the computer, right?
Also key.
Yeah, Microsoft just straight
Looking at
up
3 of them.
makes one for gaming.
Yeah.
For the PC.
Well, the Xbox 360 controller is the default PC controller now.
Oh, yeah. And
This-
for good reason. It's a great controller.
It's not terrible.
No, I love the
It
360
also
controller.
helps that Microsoft has most of, hardware or software running computers nowadays.
Certainly gaming PCs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I love the 360 controller. It's my favorite layout.
I don't hate it. The triggers could be better.
Are you talking? What? The triggers are the best.
The triggers are still a little bit squishy for me. The Xbox One controller is a bit better.
Okay, well, to be fair, I haven't handled
Yeah.
that
Also, the D-pad sucks.
And
Yeah.
honestly, maybe at some point Microsoft will release the Xbox One controller
Almost
for
certainly.
PC,
yet. Oh,
right?
without a question. Mute your phone.
Sorry.
But
I like whistling.
but I mean, like everything here, I like. Well, do you like the PS3 controller?
No.
Okay.
That thing's a piece of crap.
That is.
Although apparently the PS4 controller is much better. I haven't held one yet.
It looks better. The biggest thing for me is concave sticks. Like that is such an important detail because with the PS3 they have the convex ones and your thumbs just slip off them all the time.
Also, they're really loose.
And those triggers are terrible on the PS3 controllers. Terrible.
No, the PS3 was a bad controller for all intents and purposes.
I mean, having the sticks in the middle, sure, cool, great, that's awesome. That's been the layout for many, many years, but just I don't know, it needed some upgrades. And well, when we
I don't know, my default controller is still this. Can anybody pick this out?
I know what that
It's
is.
a gun.
It's two guns actually.
Anybody? No, no.
I'm
N64.
Oh, that's like fuck.
That's
I know that.
terrible fucking podcasting, by the way.
So bad. Just watch the video. You can listen to the podcast, which reminds me of iTunes. But yeah, no, the N64 controllers.
It was a weird piece of weird.
So was the GameCube. Like, Nintendo had some fucked up looking controllers.
They still do, actually.
They still do.
I mean, for as much as the SNES and the NES are kind of the
they're
classic,
classic, without a doubt.
the classic controller format, they are weird ass makers of controllers. I mean, the Wii U gamepad.
Oh yeah,
is
totally. It's a tablet,
bizarre.
tablet with buttons. They're supposed to hold like this.
Yeah, I don't know. It works, but again, weird.
Yeah,
Wiimote.
the Wiimote, the nunchuck,
Yeah.
which was essentially just the middle part of the N64 controller.
Effectively.
Yeah. And then, well, the N64 controller, the GameCube controller, Virtual Boy, I don't know.
Oh, wow, Virtual Boy.
Just list it off.
Oh, jeez.
No, I think, but even back to the whole PC console thing, now that controllers are prevalent, it's easy to port it in.
Absolutely.
What's stopping people from just saying, screw it, we'll just make a game that uses a controller on the PC?
Yeah,
Brothers 2. Wait, Brothers A Tale of Two Sons. Brothers 2 is a different game entirely.
totally different.
Yes.
Yes. And I mean, most indie games now are also using the Xbox controller.
Yeah.
All mainstream games are using the Xbox controller. Like, well, not all, but most.
If you're playing a first-person shooter on a PC with a controller, you're stupid.
Oh, you're doing it wrong, for sure. But I
If
mean,
you're playing Dota with a controller, you're just weird.
like, how are you
Or
doing
highly
that?
skilled.
Yeah, no kidding. How are you doing that? But, like, I'm playing XCOM with a controller.
Really?
Yeah. I much rather play it with a controller.
Well, you're also on a couch.
Yeah, that is a thing. That is definitely a thing. But at the same time, I like the way it feels. Like they both have pros and cons, particularly with XCOM. But I just find that I can move around quicker. You know, it's not like a quick click, 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 done, done thing. But I don't know. It feels right. And since you're locking to cover anyway, you're not going to go stand in the middle of nowhere typically, unless you're going to an extract. Well, bait, yeah, that's a bad idea.
That's what rookies are for.
Not in that game.
Oh,
Yeah,
be a rookie.
yeah, you are. But
you watch, I'm going to be the rookie that saves everyone and gets awards and turns into an assault.
And then dies in the last 5 minutes.
you know, I think
heroically.
I'm gonna make you a mech.
Bitch.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Turn me into cover.
Yes, I am.
Of course, in order to become a mech, you need to get amputated.
Say goodbye to your wang.
Oh.
Okay.
It's tactical.
Tactical wang. Tactile wang.
Can you at least install like a badass cannon down there just to make up for it?
You know, there's this. I don't know the movie, but it's a Bollywood movie, and it's some badass police officer shooting with his gun, and he flips it up in the air, catches it with his undoes his pants, catches it in his pants.
I've
does
seen
it
that
up,
video.
And it, boom, and he's firing at bad guys. It's just outrageous. It's fantastic.
We'll see if we can put a link in the show
I
notes.
will find it for
Or at
sure.
least a GIF.
Oh yeah, the GIFs. Oh, it's marvelous. But anyway, I don't know. I play a lot with a controller on the PC, and it really covers all my needs.
I don't know. There are definitely games that work better with controller. Assassin's Creed, for example, is terrible with
Yeah.
the mouse and keyboard.
Oh, without
third-person
question.
games in general,
Yeah.
racing games, all
Dark
really
Souls.
Dark
Dark
Souls,
Souls.
because that was a bad PC port to begin with, until the community got a hold of it.
Yeah.
But no, playing that game with mouse and keyboard is fool's errand.
Yeah. And I mean, that's really the point. They've made it accessible. It's got all I need. And without without the clunkiness, well, debatable clunkiness of Xbox Live, with the debatable clunkiness of the PS Plus network.
They are functional.
Yeah, exactly. And they're also full of ads and Mountain Dew and Doritos. I don't want any of that.
I do like Mountain Dew.
I don't. It's fucking piss water, man. It's gross.
I don't know. Steam is not immune to such things.
Oh, of course
they just they frame it and hide it better.
Yeah, they do. Oh, yeah. Don't get me wrong. Steam is definitely, it has problems. But on the whole, its problems are much better than those networks, in my opinion.
I agree. Predominantly because it's simply, relatively speaking, a more open platform. That and having seen the UI, both the previous Xbox 360, the final iteration with the blades or whatever the hell it was, and the new one, they aren't the most intuitive things in the world.
No.
I mean, Steam, once your Steam library gets big enough, it's also kind of annoying, but at least there's a search function.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And you can put it into categories now.
Yeah, games you're playing, games you're not.
Yeah.
At the very least.
And, you know, Steam's big picture mode,
I've never used that because I don't hook it up to my TV.
yeah, it's decent.
Yeah.
Your computer's the size of a TV.
Yeah, that monitor is actually pretty huge.
Yeah, small TV. It's only 30 inches.
Only. But the point is, like, the big picture mode, it's functional, it's good looking, and it doesn't have any of that faff.
Faff?
Faff.
Is that the word we're using?
Yes, I am.
Because
Right
You've been
now,
playing too many old-timey games, sir.
old-timey British games.
yeah, actually, dad games, if you will.
Him, too much faff?
You know, I could
Ah,
totally unrelated. I went to Starbucks, and now that eggnog is available, I could have a London Fog with eggnog instead
Really?
of milk. It was so good. It was everything I dreamed of.
Damn it.
Yep. It was like $5 though,
Oh, that's actually pretty cheap for Starbucks.
which is terrible. God. Anyway, changing back.
your coffees.
Tim.
That's tea.
You and your Starbucks.
Dude, you know how often I actually go to Starbucks?
Once every other month.
Like a year.
Once every other year.
Sure.
Okay.
I go pretty much maybe once a week, maybe at most. It's mainly Timmy's. People's Republic of Tim Hortons.
That's
Yeah.
Canada.
Yeah,
Or didn't you hear the new stuff going through legislature? We're changing the name.
yeah. Well, it is the Harper government. Ah,
Canada jokes.
Canada jokes.
Yeah. So, and chug, chug, chug?
that's not liquor.
No, it's not.
Anyway, so that's been a podcast.
I don't know. Do we want to end it there?
Might as well.
Well, is there anything else anybody's looking forward to?
Honestly,
We're kind of in a slump right now.
Yeah.
December's usually a bad month for gaming. It's
Towerfall's coming out in January though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I
That's all we're going to say about that.
Yeah.
Yep. I can't wait for that game. I'm drawing a blank.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's stuff. I know there's stuff. There's got to be stuff.
I don't know. It's all like late quarter or first quarter at this point because it's all going to be 360 or Xbox One and PS4 ports basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
There's not a whole hell of a lot on my radar. I mean, I want Titanfall, Watch Dogs. These are all things
Oh,
that
yeah.
are going to come out and
Watch
that I'm going
Dogs.
to play.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's not a whole hell of a lot right now. It's basically backlog season. This is where I find all the games I probably should have been playing and play those, like Tomb Raider
Yeah.
or other things that I can't think of right now. Oh wait, I should really finish Wind Waker.
That's like the third podcast that you've said that.
Yeah.
That's 6
You remember
weeks.
what I said earlier about not finishing games? I have
I'm
known
really
you.
close in that
Hey,
game.
I've known you to like finish 3 games: Assassin's Creed Black Flag, Mass Effect.
Dark Souls.
Hey,
3.
I beat all 3 of those. 2 of those. I didn't beat the first one.
I know. I was gonna say 3 and 2. Did you beat Dark Souls?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
60 hours.
Worth it though.
So good.
So worth
Okay.
it.
So okay. Oh, 4. 4. Jesus. Yeah.
Risk of Rain, if that counts.
No.
Shit. I've got like 2 unlocks left. I've got like all of the achievements.
I would say
That's
that counts.
about as close as you get
That
to
counts.
beating that game. Because the ones left are stupid. I've beaten other games.
But you play a lot throughout, and you do lots of gaming.
I play a lot of games. I just don't finish very many. Do you want to fight about it?
Okay.
Okay, let's fight.
Well, we got another 15 minutes for the podcast. Shit.
I don't want to be right here.
We'll take it outside.
Anyway. So, yeah. Well,
Sweet. Technically, I'm more well armed because I have a bullet.
Boomstick.
This is my boomstick.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Terrible. So,
And on that
end
note,
it, please. God damn.
thanks for joining us, folks. This has been Face to Face Gaming, episode 12.
And where can they find us?
They can find us on the internet. Just, on the internet.
adpgaming.com.
Well, that too. If you
And-
want to be specific about it.
Yeah, I do. Please find us. Please. I love you.
Although, quite frankly, who the fuck's going to be listening to this but not know our website? Think about it. Think about it. Going once.
My mom?
Does she?
No.
She knows our website.
Actually, probably not.
Oh.
Anyway,
Yeah,
thanks for watching,
I
guys.
guess. Also, ADPgaming.com.
Yeah. ADP_Thompson.
On the Twitters.
B_Cattell.
Is there really a point?
Yeah. He doesn't tweet, but he's there.
AOR on the Twitters.
He sometimes tweets.
If you tweet me, I'll tweet back. Let's put it that way. I'm what you call a lurker on
Yeah.
Twitter.
I tweet a lot.
I read a lot of people
I tweet a lot.
and think about it and then file it away and never respond
Yeah.
because the Twitter is a scary, scary place.
Yeah, I like it. Anyway,
You would.
Anyway, thanks
thanks.
for joining us.
It's been
Bye, folks.
fun.